We certainly had an earlier hearing in February of this year where we had a number of the stakeholders come in and talk about what needed to happen at TSA. I'll say before we get well started with that, so when I talk to anybody about air travel, whether they're running an airline or running the TSA agency or running an airport, I usually say there are two items that every member of the Senate thinks they're an expert on. One is politics and two is air travel. We do this about as much as anybody, so you'll have to kind of acknowledge our predisposition there to think we know more than we very well may know about the challenges you face. But certainly the TSA obligation, the TSA challenges are significant. Everyone knows that the airports, the airlines, the transportation that's involved in tourism, as well as the daily business of the country, critically important on what happens at airports and how we do that. The TSA challenge is obviously formidable. In 2016, TSA officers screened 738 million passengers, more than 2 million a day. In addition, TSA screened 466 million checked bags and over 24 million airport employees. So to get that right and to get it right every time is a huge challenge, and I think there's lots of appreciation for just how hard this job is. In our February hearing, and as a result of the events of the baggage claim area at Fort Lauderdale Airport that had happened just before that, the bombing at the public terminal in Brussels, Belgium, we have become well aware of the various security challenges at airports themselves, in addition to getting people on and off airplanes in a safe way. We know that we need to speed up technology evaluation and deployment of the best technology. We need to improve communication with the traveling public on wait times, identify how to leverage the pre-check program, not be afraid to get creative and test new ways of doing things, such as one of the things we're going to talk about today, the idea of automating the exit line and impacting in a positive way the bottom line. I'm pleased that Chairman Thune, myself, Ranking Member Nelson, and Senator Cantwell have a bill that we are looking at today, and we're pleased to have the witnesses that I'll introduce in a moment with us here today, and I'd like to turn to Senator Cantwell for her comments.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.